So on our website, you're going to see a section entitled Measures, and you'll see two groups of measures here, one to support your training efforts and one to support your implementation efforts. When you look at this first category, you're going to see a list of measures that we use as part of our training series, and elsewhere you're going to be able to read some of the articles and look at some of the presentations we put together to explain what this training series look like. But I want you to be aware of what's here. We have a brief demographic form that you can get information used to describe the people who are giving you this feedback. You have the school-wide expectation survey for specific settings, which we refer to as the SES, and this is a very brief tool that is intended to be completed by all adults who support students in a school: bus drivers, cafeteria workers, custodians, teachers, paraprofessionals, administration. And the goal here is to get information on what every adult who is tied to a building feels that kids need to know to be successful in all the settings that you're putting into your expectation matrix. And we actually have people complete this before teams come to build their CI3T plan. If you are working in a PBIS school or school that's building this, that information is used by the team that is developing your whole behavioral or PBIS framework. The next measure you'll see is the Knowledge, Confidence, and Use Survey, and this is a measure that we've developed as part of this project and use similar measures on other projects to find out the experience of people who are going through the training. How knowledgeable do they feel they are? How confident do they feel in the strategies and concepts being covered? And how useful do they think this will be in their own professional learning? That measure is often completed pre-training, post-training, and then follow-up into implementation. Next, you'll see the primary intervention rating scale, and this particular measure is a measure of social validity, which assesses the social importance of the goals, the social acceptability of the treatment procedures, and the social importance of effects. In other words, do you think it's going to work? So am I focusing on the right things? Am I willing to do these processes? And do I think this is going to work? Because if people are thinking this isn't going to work, you're far less likely to implement it with fidelity. We also have another very brief social validity measure. It's called the CI3T Model of Prevention Feedback Form, formerly the CTP, and this is also used in our iterative process to get stakeholders' views about revised versions of the plan. If you are doing your own professional learning, you're welcome to use the form that we have developed it's a professional learning series evaluation. And then you'll see that second category of implementation measures. And here you'll see a whole set to support you as you begin to install the CI3T framework. And these implementation measures are intended to support you as you are getting your plan in place. So you've gone from this entire year of building your plan, and now you're ready to put the plan in place.